The Young and the Restless recaps. Danny kisses, spoiler, and Audra faces off with Kyle for fear of fallout from the scandal. Danny wanders into the dining room of the GCAC and is pleased to see his son and Phyllis eating. As he sits down, Phyllis starts complaining that everything is not okay. Her son wonders what the problem is. His parents suggest it would be a good thing for him to leave them alone. Daniel needs to get to work anyway but worries they will make a scene after he goes. Phyllis insists that she just has to have a conversation with his father. It's been a long time coming. Once he's gone, Phyllis asks Danny if they can have this conversation in private. At Crimson Lights, Michael and Lauren are impressed by how Christine looks when she walks in. They are sorry about all that happened with Paul. She admits that things are looking up since she has been getting some help from an old friend. They assume she's talking about Danny and guess it's a lot more than friendship. They tease her until Daniel walks in. They bring up his father and ask where he is. Rubbing his face, he explains that his father is having a private conversation with his mother. Michael wonders if they should be worried. Although he says it with love, he acknowledges there is often an ulterior motive at play whenever his friend is concerned. Lauren and Christine can also feel this. Daniel admits that his mom has been giving off a vibe and he suspects that her feelings for Danny are back. This makes Christine shake her head. They are all sure this has more to do with Phyllis's animosity toward Christine than for any real feelings for Danny. She's probably making a play for him as they speak. After Christine has departed, Lauren and Michael wonder if Danny could end up with either of those women. They both want Christine and Phyllis to be happy. Daniel is sure that his father will not go down the disastrous path of reuniting with his mother and suggests they do their friend a favor and talk her out of pursuing this. After he exits, Lauren suggests that Phyllis is digging a hole for herself again. At Daniel's apartment, Danny asks Phyllis if they can drop the small talk and she can just tell him what's on her mind. She immediately pulls him into a kiss. Once she pulls away, she tells him that there is a warmth between them and she likes it. She's sure he likes it too. He admits their dynamic has changed, but that's just because they are getting along. He can imagine her thinking it's something else because of their complicated and ugly past. What she is feeling is definitely not friendship, she insists. Their past has melted away for her and she just wants them now. He can see she's a changed woman. Beaming, she tells him how much he has helped her and how his music inspires her. There's a way he looks at her. Danny thinks she's smart, funny, and gorgeous, but whatever is going on between them won't end the way she's hoping. Phyllis thinks he's being negative. The feelings they share are not common. There's heat and crackling between them. She hasn't felt this in a long time and knows he wants it. They kiss again. He pulls away, takes a breath, and then kisses her. When they stop, he brings up Christine and admits that something is happening between them. She's sure that cricket is ice cold and it will go nowhere. They will go back and forth and it will never work. With Phyllis, it could be new, hot, and exciting. Ignoring her pitch, Danny asks if they can forget this ever happened and just go back to growing their friendship because he thinks that's valuable. Sure, she says, leaning over and whispering that he doesn't know what he's losing. Christine shows up. Danny gulps as he answers the door to her. She wants to know why the other woman is there. Phyllis says they were just going over old times and he adds they were clearing this up. Phyllis hopes that she cleared things up for him too and thanks him for the talk before languidly strolling out the door. Pushing her hair back, Christine asks him exactly why her old enemy seemed so pleased with herself. He suggests her satisfied smile was only her way of trying to save face. He admits that she made a pass at him. Christine assumes this is just Phyllis trying to one-up her enemies. She can't stand anyone else being happy, especially her. The lawyer asks if there is any part of him that is actually attracted to Phyllis. He claims there's too much history. She reminds him that they have history too. But it wasn't all bad, he points out. He thinks what they have now is wonderful and asks her not to mess it up. That's exactly what Phyllis would hope for. They kiss. Later, Ashley and Diane discuss the scandal that has broken out around Tucker. Ashley hasn't heard from him since it happened. It's hard to imagine him coming back from this. That also likely means that he's out for blood just as Jack is out to try and ruin him completely. Diane asks if she has any regrets over all that's happened. What are you really asking me? Ashley wonders. She ponders all the things that could mean, but Diane just wants to know if she would do anything differently. Putting on her coat, Ashley says they're in-laws, not friends. They can be civil to each other, but that doesn't mean she'll be confiding in her. Diane recalls how many problems she's had with Jack, but they are still together and she can't imagine life without him. The abbot says that they are different. She's not weak or vulnerable like Diane, and she has no regrets about what she's doing.